Okay, we're going to practice more of distance and midpoints. You ready?
Ready.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Example 1. Now the distance formula, it's going to be given to you, but it's this one, remember? x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. It's on your homework, it's on the test, but you need to be able to put the numbers in. So if we want to find AB, that means find the length of that segment. So this means this is x1, y1, x2, y2, right? So now we plug it in. AB is the square root of x2 minus x1, so that's 5 minus 8 squared, plus y2 minus y1, so that's 6 minus negative 3 squared. And minus a negative became plus a positive, right? So 5 minus 3 is what? 5 minus 8 is what? Negative 3. So we have negative 3 squared plus 6 plus 3 is what? 9 squared. So negative 3 squared is positive 9. 9 squared is 81. So I get the square root of 90. All right, let's put that in our calculator. The square root of 90. Oh, this is a good one. This gives us 9.486, blah, 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 blah. So if I'm rounding to the nearest tenth, 4 is in the 10th place. I look to the right. Is that greater than 5? Yes, so I have to round up. So this becomes what? 9.5. Very good. Okay, let's try it again together. Example 2, we want to find GH. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2, right? Okay, so we're going to find GH. Now remember, we're going to write the radical every single time except when we get to the end. So x2 minus x1 would be negative 3 minus what? Negative 7 squared plus y2 minus y1 is what? 4 minus 10. Very good. Okay, minus a negative becomes plus a positive. Negative 3 plus 7 is 4. So we have 4 squared plus 4 minus 10 is negative 6. We have negative 6 squared. 4 squared is what? 16. And negative 6 squared is positive 36. And I add them together. 16 and 36 is what? 52. Okay, put that into your calculator. The square root of 52 is what? 7.2. Very good. Okay, I want you to do number 3 on your own. Okay, check your answers. You get 11.4. Now, I didn't mark it on here, but this is x1, y1, x2, y2, right? And anytime we have minus a negative over here, you get plus a positive, right? So that negative 2 minus a negative 9 becomes plus a positive. We got it? Okay, let's flip over to the back. Now we're going to work on midpoints. This is what we did on Monday. All right, now, it didn't say this on here, but for all these, we have to draw the picture first. So M is the midpoint of AB. So let's draw segment AB. No, isn't that sad? It doesn't spell anything. M is the midpoint. Put the 2 dashes on there. A is negative 3, negative 6. And B is 9, 12. So we're trying to find M. So on M, is M the midpoint? Yes, so if it's the midpoint, we have to use the midpoint formula, which means we're going to average the x's and average the y's. So our 2 x's are what? Negative 3 and 9, so I'm going to add them together and divide by 2. What are my y's? Negative 6 and 12. Add them together and divide by 2. Negative 3 plus 9 is 6 over 2, and negative 6 plus 12 is also 6 over 2. 6 divided by 2 is what? 3. So we get the point 3, 3, and that is M. Now notice that I put parentheses around either side and a comma in between. You will not get full credit if you don't write it as an ordered pair. All right, let's try another one. Example 2. A is the midpoint of CT. So we're going to draw our picture again. Here's C, here's T. A is the middle. Good news, this spells a word. Okay, label it C. This is 8, -2. And A is 11, -2. And we're trying to find T. Okay, so on this one, are we finding a midpoint or an endpoint? An endpoint. So when we can't use the midpoint formula now because we're not finding the point in the middle, so we have to figure out the spacing. So between 8 and 11, did I go up or down? Up. Up how many? 3. So now I'm at 11 and I have to go up 3 again. So 11 plus 3 is what? 14. So this is 14. Okay, with the y's, this one's a little tricky. From -2 to -2, do I go up or down? Neither. 0, right? So from -2 to the next one, I have to go up 0 again, which is be -2. So this is my final answer. 14, -2. All right, let's try another one. Example 3. Yes. U is the midpoint of HG. So here is H, here is G, U is the midpoint. Put your dashes on it. U is 13, -8. G is 0, 14. And we want to find H. So on this one, are we finding a midpoint or an endpoint? An endpoint, so we can't use the formula. So we have to figure out the spacing. And we figure out the spacing, we always go end to middle. So from end to middle, 0 to 13 is going up or down? Up. So we went up 13. That one's easy to see. So now we have to go up another 13, and where does that put us? 26. Very good, because 13 plus 13 is how we got the 26. Okay, with the y's, we're going from 14 to -8. Are we going up or down? Down. And we're going down a lot, right? Because we have 14 spaces to get to 0, plus another 8 for a total of how many? 22. Very good. Okay, so now I'm at -8, and I have to go down 22. So -8 minus 22 is what? -30. Very good. And this is my ordered pair. All right, one more, and then you're going to get a chance to practice on your own. Example 4. A is the midpoint of SM. So let's find, or draw the picture. Here's SM. A is the midpoint. We're going to put the dashes on there. Oh, somehow it stopped recording. Oh. Okay, so S is the, oh, why is it keep going away? Dang it. I lost that whole video now. Okay, well, we're going to work with it. S is the point 10, -15, and M is the point -6, -8, and we're trying to find A, right? Is A is the midpoint or the endpoint? The midpoint. So we're going to average the x's. So we have 10 plus -6 divided by 2. And average the y's, -15 plus -8 divided by 2. Okay, 10 plus -6 is what? 4. So we have 4 over 2. And -15 plus -8 is negative what? 23. 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. And -23 divided by 2 is what? -11.5. And this is point A. And notice I write it with the parentheses with the comma in between. Okay. Now, here's the plan. We're going to practice these more right now in class. This is class practice. So you've got 10 minutes. So in the next 10 minutes, you need to complete this worksheet, Go take your break whenever you want, and then Gigi has treats for you because it's her birthday. Okay? So you have 10 minutes for treats and work and bathroom break. No, what's her name? I know it is her birthday, but we gotta make this happen.